Yeah, you got that smile I can't refuse, like spinning room full of fuse. That look says trouble, and your fingers drum the line. Tonight I ain't drawing any lines. You slide in close with a crooked grin, nothing innocent, just let the night begin. Whispers and static, sweat on the skin. You laugh at the risk I wanna let you in. Sniffing that nose candy, just for fun. Sniffing that nose candy, come undone. Sniffing that nose candy under the neon sun. Sniffing that nose candy, but you're the only one. Sniffing that nose candy, I can't look away. Sniffing that nose candy, gonna make you stay. You're a sweet temptation with a bitter bite, wild in your eyes. Dirty little secret, burning up the night. All our senses spinning, nothing feels wrong. The room is electric, the pull is strong. Laughing at the silence, breaking the dawn. You and me just holding on. Sniffing that nose candy, just for fun. Sniffing that nose candy, come undone. Sniffing that nose candy, every breath we take. Sniffing that nose candy, we bend, we break. Tell me when the high is over, can you feel me still? I wanna ride your fever, bending to your will. You got me addicted to your taste, your thrill. I'll take what you're giving, sliding for the kill. Sniffing that nose candy, just for fun. Sniffing that nose candy, come undone. Sniffing that nose candy, over and over again. Sniffing that nose candy, can't pretend. Sniffing that nose candy, give me one last line. Sniffing that nose candy, you're still mine. Let the night begin. You think you got it made, sniffing up that grade. White dust on your face, lost without a trace. Yo, check it. Money talks but coke screams, crushing all your big dreams. Can't tell what's real or fake, how much more can you take? You're high, you're low, where the real you go. Can't lie, we know you sold your fucking soul. Used to be my boy, now you're just a toy, puppet on a string, don't mean anything. Listen up, fool, breaking every rule, knows what I was dead. Poison in your head, tell me why, tell me how. Look at what you are now. You're high, you're low, where the real you go. your fucking soul. Mama's crying every night. Daddy won't put up a fight. Sister won't look in your eyes. Brother's done with all your life. Wake up! Shake off! Your shit! You're sick! You're high! You're low! Where the real you go. Can't lie, we know. You sold your fucking soul. You're gone. You're done. Look what you've become. No. Yo, I see you chasing that white line fever. I see you burning bridges like a true believer. I see you falling deeper in that chemical haze. I see you trading soul for temporary days. But I ain't here to judge your poison of choice. I ain't here to silence your destructive voice. I'm here to tell you straight, no sugarcoat lies. I'm here to watch you burn before my eyes. You think you're flying, but you're crashing down. You think you're king, but you lost your crown. Powder burn, watch it all just crash and burn. Powder burn, tell me when you're gonna learn. Yo, I used to know the man behind that hollow stare. I used to see the fire that ain't even there. I used to think you'd fight this demon in your head. I used to hope you'd choose the living over dead. Now I'm watching you become your own worst enemy. Now I'm seeing how you lost your identity. Now I know the beast is taking full control. Now I witness how you sold away your soul. You think you're flying, but you're crashing down. You think you're king, but you lost your crown. Powder burn, watch it all just crash and burn. Powder burn, tell me when you're gonna learn. Tell me, when you gonna break these chains. Tell me, when you gonna feel again all that pain, all that shame running through your damaged veins. Tell me, we're still alive. Powder burn, watch it all just crash and burn. Powder burn, brother, when you gonna learn? You think you know me, but you don't know shit. I'm standing here watching you fake every bit. That white powder calling your name again. You said you quit, but here we go again. I see you shaking when you think I'm not there, scratching your skin like you just don't fucking care. Tell me you love me, then you lie to my face, while the devil does put you back in your place. You chose that high over me. Can't you fucking say? White lightning running through your veins, washing away what still remains of who you used to be before. Now you're just a fucking ghost at my door. White lightning, taking everything I gave. White lightning, dancing on your fucking grave. Remember when you promised me the world and more? Now I'm just watching you crawl on the floor, searching for crumbs of what you threw away, while I'm the fool begging you to stay. Your mama calls me crying every night, asking if a baby's gonna be alright. But I can't save someone who don't want saving, so I'm done with all this fucking craving. You chose that high over me. Can't you fucking see? White lightning running through your veins, washing away what still remains of who you used to be before. Now you're just a fucking ghost at my door. White lightning, taking everything I gave. White lightning, dancing on your fucking grave. I loved you more than you loved yourself, but you put our future on the shelf for 5 minutes of your chemical bliss. Tell me, was it worth losing all of this? White lightning running through your veins, washing away what still remains of who you used to be before. Now you're just a fucking ghost at my door. White lightning, taking everything I gave. White lightning, dancing on your fucking grave. So take your hit, take your high. This is my last goodbye. White lightning wins again, but you lost your only friend. Midnight static on my window pane, heavy boots walking slow again, turn faces in a hissing rain. Don't ask yet, I won't explain. Smoking room, blue spill and bed. Is it me or just pretend? What's left behind? Can you feel what's buried inside? what's left behind. Why can't I stop when I know it's wrong? Why can't I stop when I know it's wrong? Been chasing this high for way too long. Why do I need what burns me down? Why do I need what burns me down? Can't find my feet on solid ground. Why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I find another way? Why does it call when I try to sleep? Why does it call when I try to sleep? These promises that I can't keep. Why do I lie to those I love? Why do I lie to those I love? When push comes down to shove, why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I find another way? I tell myself tomorrow's different. I tell myself I'm gonna quit. I tell myself I'm getting better. I tell myself life's forever. Why does it hurt when I come clean? Why does it hurt when I come clean? Living in between what's real and what I've seen. Why can't I stop this endless game? Why can't I stop this endless game? Nothing left but guilt and shame. Why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I break these chains I made? Why can't I find another way? Why can't I stop? Why can't I stop? Why can't I stop when I know it's wrong? I remember when the world was fucking pure. Back when my hands were clean and my soul was sure. Now I'm chasing ghosts through these dirty streets, with a habit that's got me crawling on my knees. Used to have dreams, now I got schemes, trading my future for these bitter themes. The mirror shows a stranger with my face. Tell me how the fuck did I fall from grace? I'm paying the high price for what I used to be. Every line I cross takes more away from me. Can't go back to who I was before, 'cause door. My mama raised me better than this shit, but here I am with blood upon my lip. The powder burns like memories of home, when I had somewhere safe. Now I'm alone. Friends turn to dealers, love turned to lies. I see the disappointment in their eyes, but I can't stop this train that's running wild, from the man I am to the broken child. I'm paying the high price for what I used to be. Every line I cross takes more away from me. Can't go back to who I was before, 'cause that innocence walked right out the door. I remember Sunday mornings, I remember feeling clean. Now I'm drowning in this warning that I'll never be redeemed. Oh, I'm paying a high price for what I used to be. Every fucking choice is taking more from me. Your gun, that razor's edge tonight. The mid shows when you're gonna see. You're walking that razor's edge tonight. The mirror shows what you don't wanna see. Your friends keep asking if you're alright, but you just laugh and say you're fucking free. The powder calls your name, the powder calls your name. Every goddamn day it's all the same. You can't stop, won't stop. You can't stop, won't stop, dancing with the devil's dust. You can't stop, won't stop, everything you touch turns rust. You can't stop, won't stop. You can't stop, won't stop. You can't stop, won't stop. Your mama calls but you don't pick up. The bills are piling on your kitchen floor. You tell yourself you'll clean this shit up, but first you need just one hit more. The powder calls your name, the powder calls your name. Every goddamn night it's all the same. You can't stop, won't stop, dancing with the devil's dust. You can't stop, won't stop, everything you touch turns rust. You can't stop, won't stop. You can't stop, won't stop. Your nose is burning but you don't care. Your heart is racing but you're going nowhere. The white lines blur but you follow them blind, leaving everything good fucking behind. Can't stop, won't stop. You 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 can't stop, won't stop, dancing with the devil's dust. You can't stop, won't stop, everything you touch turns rust. ain't no more. Bloodshot face telling tales of war against his soul, against his mind. Left his family and his life behind. Powder promises on mirror glass, selling dreams that never fucking last. You watch him spiral, watch him fall, from king of the world to nothing at all. White dust, white lies, white powder paradise. Can't you see what it's done? You're flesh and blood, your only son. You're losing him to the devil's snow, watching everything you love just go. Line by line, he disappears into the void of all your fears. Your boy ain't coming home tonight, lost inside the powder white. 3 a.m. he's breaking down your door, desperate, sweating, begging for more. Cash your jewelry, anything will do. The kids you raised ain't looking back at you. Mama's crying in the kitchen chair, daddy's drinking, pulling out his hair. Family photos scattered on the floor of the boy he was before the war. White dust, white lies, white powder paradise. Can't you see what it's done? You flesh and blood, your only son. You're losing him to the devil's snow, watching everything you love just go. Line by line, he disappears into the void of all your fears. Your boy ain't coming home tonight, lost inside the powder white.
Tu hijo se perdió en la nieve, blanca muerte que lo mueve. No regresa, no regresa, solo queda la tristeza. Hey, 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 hey.
Fucking powder took my boy away. La 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 la, ho 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 ho. Down the rope it only fucking goes. You're losing him to the devil's snow, watching everything you love just go. Line by line, it disappears into the void of all your fears. Your boy ain't coming home tonight, lost inside the powder white. The powder white. Heavy boots echo down cracked pavement, steam rising from the gutter, not pressed in tight. Back at Steely Alley where the old dogs run, all white faces, no one trusts the sun. Smoke curls past the metal door, locked up tight. You can feel the pulse, something ain't right. Just a hushed cold brick and broken glass, eyes flick past, don't ever let the moment last. The alley breathes deep with a rumbling soul. Grip it quick, don't let it take control. You're sniffing that nose candy, but the street don't care. Deals get twisted in the midnight air. Laugh it off, play the part, keep those secrets thin. But Steely Alley keeps dragging you back in. Rhythm of footsteps rattles like a snare. Grimy blues funk, heavy metal glare. Somewhere behind, someone's always tracking. Every sin and move, no backing, just cracking. One last gamble on the coke cuts to the bone. Breathing in danger from a rusted tin can. Grit's the currency, not something you plan. You're sniffing that nose candy, but the street don't care. Deals get twisted in the midnight air. Laugh it off, play the part, keep the secrets thin. Steely alley keeps dragging you back in. And when the lights flash, you're locked in place. Steel nerve, sweat in gravity's face. Every grin hiding what you wish you saved. But the beat plays on for the bold and depraved. Keeps dragging you back.